Good evening, Tiger fans from Donaldsonville, Louisiana, where the round 2 lights are on and things are about to get loud. Tonight it's your St. Mary's Tigers stepping into Bulldogs country to take on Ascension Catholic in a Division IV select playoff matchup. The Ascension Catholic Bulldogs roll in at 8-2, undefeated district champions out of District 8-1A. The Bulldogs hang their hat on offense. They've piled up 417 points in 10 games, averaging over 41 a night, and they've scored 40 or more in 8 of their 10 games this season, earning a first-round playoff bye in the process. This is a group that wants to turn every game into a track meet. It will be up to the St. Mary's defense to keep them in check tonight. And how about those Tigers making the trip at 6-5, but this record is misleading. The Tigers opened with a brutal non-district schedule, then found their stride during district play. They have won 6 of their last 8 games, including the last 5 games, topped off by last week's 30-14 road playoff win at St. John's. They've scored 313 and allowed just 209 on the year, being built more on balance and defense than fireworks. If you're looking for a contrast in styles, you've got it tonight. Ascension Catholic wants this to be a game that drives up into the 40s and 50s with tempo and big plays. St. Mary's wants to lean on physical front, long drives, and a defense that has tightened up and as the season's gone on, just gotten better. One side brings the scoreboard, the other brings the grind. Win and you move one step closer to the Superdome. Lose and the season ends tonight. Playoff football in Louisiana doesn't get much better than this. St. Mary's and Ascension Catholic under the lights with everything on the line. Now we'll take a look at the scouting report and some keys to victory.
Yeah, thank you, Trent. Just looking at the comparison between Ascension Catholic and St. Mary's. Ascension Catholic comes in tonight 8-2 overall, 5-0 as Trent mentioned, in District 8-1A with a 6-game winning streak coming into tonight. They've scored 417 points on the year. They've only allowed 249. That's through 10 games on the season. The offense is averaging over 41 points a game and giving up an average of about 25 points a game. They're fast. They've got a high-scoring offense. They've got a read and react defense. And Tigers will have to grind it out there on defense, try to keep them off the scoreboard.
Your St. Mary's Tigers come in with a 6-5 overall record, 4-1 in District 3-1A. They've scored 313 points while only allowing 209 in 11 games. Offense is averaging 28.5 points a game. Defense is giving up 19 points a game. Identity is a strong defense and run-heavy offense. Started 0-3 versus non-district. And went 4-1 down the stretch.
Yep, and Coach Kedra Seastrunk had his first playoff win last week in a road game against St. John, looking to add to that tonight in round 2 action. Keys to the game, I know we talked about this quite a bit this week, and the keys to victory for the Tigers tonight. I know we've got a few ideas to bring to that.
How St. Mary's wins is they got to win on first down on defense, limit the big play, and force second and third long, and then bring heat on the QB.
Ascension Catholic is a run-heavy team that likes to use a short to intermediate passing attack. Putting them in second and long and third and long will be the key for the Tigers' defense.
And offensively, need to own the line of scrimmage and on the offensive side of the ball and limit negative plays. Got to keep the ball moving forward, even if it's small gains to start off with.
Likewise, our bread and butter is not stretching the field either. It will be important to stay in third and manageable situations so that we can continue drives and keep the ball away from the Bulldogs' offense.
And obviously, winning the turnover battle is always important. Got to stay ahead in that department for sure.
Absolutely. Fourth key to victory, no special team disasters. That'll be big for keeping points off the board. Can't give up a lot of short fields and free scores and expect to be successful.
Turn this into a full 4-quarter, 60-snap fight. If Ascension Catholic has to grind all night, it means we've controlled their offense and put ourselves in a position for victory, guys.
Yeah, this pregame coverage brought to you by Playoff Production, supporting youth sports across Louisiana and East Texas. Big thank you to Playoff Productions, proud supporters of St. Mary's Tigers Athletics. And with that, we'll take a 30-second timeout. We've got the Trace Reliability Kickoff coming up here in probably about 5 minutes from now, so we'll be back in 30.
Also on the line,
I'm gonna put
senior
zero
number
right here.
23, Joshua Barber. Also on the line, senior number 20, Christopher Anthony. Also on the line, senior number 64, Vaughn Blanchard. And your final lineman, number 27, junior, Cole Falls. The linebackers for the Bulldogs, junior, number 1,
Everybody dancing all night long. Everybody dancing all night long. Everybody dancing all night long. Somebody's dancing to my song.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
would everyone please rise?
And we're back with everyone's favorite game show. Doris, this is For the Win. We surveyed 100 people. If you were injured in an auto accident, who would you call?
Well, that's easy, Steve. I would call the boss at Loss, attorney Stephen Spurgeon.
Good answer. For the Win is it attorney Stephen Spurgeon. I'm local attorney Stephen Spurgeon. If you've been injured in a wreck, give me a call.
Excellent during tonight's ball game. We pray for the safety of these athletes. Please protect them from injury and harm. We thank you for the success that these teams have had so far this year. I'd like to thank our corporate sponsors tonight, Walk-Ons Gonzalez, B1 Bank, Exxon Mobil Pipeline, and Ascension Speed Energy, Iolia, Farmbush Insurance, First American Bank, New Physical Therapy, Jolie Myrtle, Mark Store, the Thibodeau Store, Ace Hardware, Donaldsonville.
Huh?
Are y'all off that?
Yeah, we were.
It says it's not. Recording Bulldog Athletics. Okay, it's on now. Okay, got it. They start blowing my phone off up. They can't hear you. And Jason's here, so it's not him.
Where's the
Next stop for the Bulldogs. No team on the play. That's why. The Bulldogs 46.
thoughts in?
Yeah, we're on now, Chad.
I am.
There now.
Oh, they are. I mean,
Yeah, we're on now, Chad. Oh, God, start me.
oh,
Now for the Tigers, they have it 4th and 11. The Bulldogs 46.
you guys aren't on. You're not on. Done.
Yarder. That's a touchdown. Bulldogs
So,
take over first and 10.
Tigers, after their opening
Did you
drive
see
there,
that
forced
call?
the punt.
Or
That's going to be
non-call?
out of the back of the end zone there, or roll through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Ascension Catholic will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 10 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. 0-0 score down in Donaldsonville.
And I can tell you straight up, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot try to bring down 22 high. You're going to have to take that big man's knees out from underneath him.
Yeah.
Host of St. Mary's Tigers in on the tackle. Carrier, the advertised number 22.
Ascension Catholic Bulldogs runs a spread offense, four wide, 2 on each side of the line of scrimmage. 22 in the backfield is a load.
And he's just playing Wildcat.
They're running Wildcat here with him at quarterback. Speed sweep there. At their second tailback in at wide receiver, he's going to get about 20 yards on the carry. That'll be a first down for the Bulldogs as he's forced out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Fast-paced offense here is already back to the line of scrimmage.
Yep, they show our Shaylin Gandy on on basically a touchdown saving tackle, and there again, direct snap, power play off the right side, and like you said, Dudley, they flying. They just moving up the line of scrimmage. So St. Mary's Tigers pretty much loading the box here. Everybody up on the line of scrimmage. Double pass here, and brought in on a knee. Had to come back to the ball in coverage. 22 first? Yeah.
Brady Childress in coverage, and Ascension Catholic back up to the line of scrimmage quickly. 2 wide receivers on each side of the formation. Wildcat action here with 22 back in the backfield.
9 motions to his left side, fake handoff, and he's just going to run over people and finally get drugged down by Brady at about the 2-yard line. Sure looked like some holding on the periphery here. We had a defensive tackle get tackled, but Ascension Catholic, they're just rolling.
Back up on the line of scrimmage.
Yep. Just basically walks into the end zone. Tucker Johnson had a handle on him, but just couldn't get him by himself. So about a 6 to 8 play, 80-yard drive in less than a minute, probably. Ascension Catholic does the offset players. Now they come down to the middle of the field. On to kick the extra point, number 30. We didn't get a great roster, but we'll try to figure out a lot of the names here. And kick is up and almost blocked. It's good, though, and Ascension Catholic going to take an early 7-0 lead. Flag on the play, so I don't know if that's a little unsportsmanlike, or we'll see. A lot of hand pointing by Ascension Catholic at our team. We'll see. Early 7-0 lead for Ascension Catholic. We have a name for 64. He's a big player, too. Very motivated individual for him. So the officiating crew coming together here close to the end zone, trying to come up with a call here, getting an agreement. So like we said in the keys to victory, this team would prefer to put about 40-50 on the board. And
very efficient offensively, mostly on the ground, as they showed on that drive. Did have a halfback pass, only pass play of the 6. And let's see what the call is there on the extra point attempt.
Yep.
Yeah,
you guys got me done.
Got you there, Chad.
All right. Okay, I was just checking.
So that'll probably be assessed on this kickoff then.
Yeah.
Although I don't see anybody marking off any.
Well, while they figure out the spot of the ball here for the kickoff, we'll take 30 seconds. Be back shortly.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back, Tiger fans, as with the personal foul on the extra point attempt, ball will be spotted at the Tigers' 45-yard line. Ascension Catholic will kick off from there.
Yep. Back deep, Brady and Michael French, I believe.
Yep, lined up at the 5-yard line.
Stacked pooch kick brought in by Brady. Eludes one tackler, then brought down as he tried to spin it around. Man, just got walloped in the back. It'll be 1st and 10, St. Mary's at the 19 here. A little walk back by the officials after it looked like he was close to the 20-yard line.
They'll slide it backwards to the to the 19. And be important for the Tigers here to establish themselves on the ground and see if we can at least give the defense, even though obviously a lot of two-way players, a little bit of a breather. If nothing else, keep the Ascension Catholic offense off the field.
Yeah.
Got a ruling on that non-pass interference call. The referee said he didn't come back for the ball. So,
oh, wow.
Double wing and a receiver to the right-hand side, ball on the right-hand side. Fake handoff to JPT. AJ looking for running room. Has an intended receiver. First down.
Dennison Morgan there on the reception.
On a nice little
yeah, but great ball placement by AJ. That's going to be a 21, maybe 22-yard completion on first down play action pass by AJ.
Definitely something you need to do here is you're going to have to complete some short middle range passes to keep the defensive backs from crashing in on run. Going to have to do that.
8:36 to go in the first quarter. Tigers trailing early 7-0. Single receiver and two wings to the right. Single receiver to the left. Snap is back. Handoff to John Paul Thibodeau. Trying to get the corner on the left-hand side. Stretched out by the defense. He's going to break through a couple of tackles. Maybe gets a gain of about 2 or 3 on the carry. Thought it was 3, and they'll slide it back to a gain of 2 there. Ball spotted at the Tigers' 43-yard line.
Ball moves to the left hash here. 8 minutes and 28 seconds on this first quarter clock. Ascension Catholic leading 7-0. St. Mary's with the ball, trying to get something going offensively. Tigers break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 8 for the Tigers.
Got our double wings to the left, offside, up timeout, and was our play clock wasn't down, so I think Coach Cecil just must have seen something he didn't like there, and I thought we almost had a jump on the defensive end.
Yeah, I don't know if we lined up in the wrong formation there or not, but that'll be a timeout here. This timeout in the first quarter brought to you by DK01 Storage. Serving Natchitoches with all your storage needs. So with this timeout, we'll take a 30-second break and be back shortly.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back, Tiger fans. As the Tigers are back up on the line of scrimmage, have it 2nd and 8 here. They break the huddle with a single receiver, two wings to the right, single receiver to the left. JPT to AJ's right-hand side in the backfield. Snap is back, fakes a handoff to John Paul Thibodeau. AJ rolling out to his right, has a pass completed to Dennison Morgan. Gain of about 3 on the carry there, Trent.
Yep, gain of about 3. Sets up 3rd and about 5. Should be almost very manageable. I'd prefer a 3rd and 2, of course, but important to keep the chains moving, especially what we saw on that opening drive of the tempo of Ascension Catholic. I think all of us kind of got our jaw dropped a little bit.
Yeah, very fast-paced. Looked like the Oregon Ducks. Tigers with a 3rd and 5 here. 3 receivers to the left. Tight end.
Shallon in at quarterback.
On the left as well. Shallon gained the end at Wildcat at the quarterback. Good call there, Chad. Snap is back. Well, hand off to John Paul Thibodeau. Has the corner around the right-hand side. Weak side of the short field.
Lose a change.
The defense, and of course, the defense shifted over with the overloaded left-hand side, and JPT able to find some running room on the short side.
And they've probably seen enough of that on film where they were probably, anticipating a fake to JP and a little bit of a wildcat run. So got to keep them off balance a little bit here.
We ran the same formation probably a half dozen times last week, and ran the wildcat to the power side of the formation.
Right.
Same formation here for the Tigers. Shallon Gandy in at quarterback, snap is back, and he does keep this one rolling around the left-hand side, well defended by the Bulldogs defense. And that's going to be a loss of a yard or two, maybe loss of 3 on the first down carry.
Ball in Bulldog territory here. 7:19 and counting with your St. Mary's Tigers trailing 7-0 on the road in Donaldsonville. Second round action of Select Division IV playoffs. St. Mary's breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. Ball now on the left hash, wide side to the right. And we got quad receivers to the right. Shallon in with JPT. Gandy rolling right, has an intended receiver, and kicked off by number 5. Threw it short. Right, French was the intended receiver, I believe. No.
Maybe Hayden Nelson, the intended receiver. That's going to be an interception, and tackled immediately after the interception. So they're going to spot him down at the Bulldogs' 44-yard line. 6:45 to go in the first quarter, and Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 from their own 44.
Guys, I believe they have our signs because their sideline was hollering pass before we even said hut.
Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 their own 44.
They knew it before we did.
Before we said hut, they were hollering pass.
Ball on the left hash for the Bulldogs. Is that ball on the carpet? Number 8 trying to cover it up. Ball free. St. Mary's Tigers. Ball is still rolling around. Somebody just scoop it up. It's going to be a melee. We'll see who comes out of the pile with it. It was almost wrapped up 3 or 4 times, and that ball will bounce funny, and it did right there.
It looks like the Bulldogs recover it.
It was a low snap. The quarterback went back, tried to pick it up instead of just falling on it, and was waylaid by a Tiger defender, and ball just continued to roll, and nobody remembered that you just slide down and wrap it up.
Hudson Method was trying to do the scoop and score, and he just missed it.
Stacked receivers to the right-hand side of the formation, breaking free. It was second and about 42 probably, and they're going to get about half of it back on that play right there.
Yeah, ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Original line of scrimmage is the 44.
We got to hold him here, guys. Got to hold him.
Great.
Yep. 2 receivers in the wing to the right-hand side for the Bulldogs. Single receiver to the left. And they are checking over the check with me with the sideline.
Trips right now.
3 receivers now to the right-hand side for the Bulldogs. Snap is back. Quarterback's looking
Look
down
at the
middle.
hold!
Has some pressure, and he's going to be brought down by Dennison Morgan.
Dennison Morgan just fought through a hold. We are not going to get a call down here, guys.
4th and about 14 here, so looks like they're going to kick here. So good job by your Tiger defense. Unfortunately, get that turnover, but we got him behind the sticks, and it slowed him down a little bit.
At this fourth,
guys, he stretched his jersey beyond. He almost tore Dennison's jersey, holding him, and Dennison still got the sack.
Still got the sack.
Snap is back, kick is away, and lands and.
Now we had a player there
dead at the St. Mary's Tiger 20-yard line. What was that, Chad?
I said they slapped one of our players in the head. Still no flag. We are not going to get a call down here, guys.
No. I think that's what Coach Seastrunk trying to get an answer as to why our player being brought down by his shoulder pads and helmet and
no call and
WWE style takedown.
And then what amounted to a punch upside the helmet there at our own 25-yard line, right in the middle of the field, and no call there. But Tigers break the huddle.
Nobody saw it but the audience.
2 receivers on the wing to the right, single receiver to the left. JP to AJ's right-hand side in the backfield. Snap is back. AJ looking to his right, has a receiver in the flat. Shallon Gandy's able to pull it in, makes 2 defenders miss, fights through a tackle. That's going to be a first down for your Tigers.
First down, St. Mary's Tigers. 4:25 in first quarter action. Tigers trail on the road, 7-0. But passing game starting to click a little bit. AJ gets the call from the sidelines. Ball on the right hash, wide side to the left, right-handed quarterback. We're going to set up double receivers and a ring to the left, single receiver out wide to the right. Pitch to John Paul, trying to get room. Breaks a tackle and gets positive yardage. He was almost wrapped up. You need to hold those peripheral blocks just a little bit longer. The other thing, JP has a tendency to try to ride outside of those blocks instead of running up inside of those blocks, because it's a kick-out block.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. 2nd and 6, St. Mary's at their own 41-yard line here. They break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage with stacked receivers left and right of the formation. I formation now for AJ with John Paul Thibodeau. John Paul runs over a linebacker and gains about 4 yards there. He just lowered his shoulder and delivered the boom. It's going to set up a 3rd and manageable 4 yards.
Big Glory Island big hit there, huh?
Yeah, that's a big hit, buddy. When he got to the line of scrimmage, he knew he was going to lower his shoulder and run over somebody. He trucked the linebacker. AJ gets the call, comes to his huddle, 19 seconds on the play clock. They break the huddle, St. Mary's does, comes to the line of scrimmage, ball at their own 45-yard line. Just need 4 yards here. AJ, hard count. Can't quite get him to jump. Pitch to John Paul, and he eludes a tackler and gets first down yardage plus. Only needed 4, probably gained about 6. It's going to move the chains for your St. Mary's Tigers as they enter Bulldog territory. 2:54 going in first quarter action. Bulldogs backing up a little bit here, and St. Mary's has it 1st and 10. Bulldogs again lead 7-0. Ball on the left hash. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. And John Paul Thibodeau on the right side of AJ. AJ sets, takes the snap, rolls a little bit to the right, looking deep, has an intended receiver, and man, he just let that one go. Shallon Gandy was the intended receiver, and he had 4 steps on his defender, but just overthrown there. That might have been one where it was just so wide open that he just got excited and let it loose.
Shallon needed it more to the middle of the field. If AJ throws it more to the middle of the field, Shallon picks it up earlier and can adjust. But Shallon just saw the ball late because it was behind him.
Yep. He's fast. He's just not that fast, huh?
Exactly.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the right. Handoff John Paul on a little bit of a delayed play here. It allows a host of Bulldogs to wrap him up. And I don't know, I mean, number 27 came flying in there like 3 seconds after the play. Chad,
he acted like there was a fumble. John Paul set the ball on the floor when he got tackled, and he set the ball on the turf, and that guy comes flying in like it was a fumble.
Yeah,
but obviously that's not a late hit here in Ascension Catholic for them.
Not today. It's not going to be. That's kind of been apparent. 3rd and about 8 for your Tigers at the Bulldog 45-yard line. Ball in the middle of the hashes here. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. AJ in the backfield looking to roll left, has a little bit of time. Denison Morgan again, but I think he's going to be short of the sticks. Gain of about 4 there. It's going to probably set up 4th and about 4. And I tell you what, being in Bulldog territory, I'd be inclined to go for this, Chad.
I think we got about 2 yards to go here. I think you definitely do a hard count here and try to draw them off sides.
at least, especially with a minute 30 on the clock. You've already had to burn one timeout in this first half, and trailing 7-0, and you've already seen how high-powered this offense can be. You got to keep them off the field as long as you can.
Yeah, I go hard count here and then call a timeout if they don't jump.
I think so. So tight end and wing to the right, receivers left and right. Faked handoff, rolling left, has a receiver, and just tosses it out. Dennison Morgan able to bring it in. I mean, it was more of a pitch than a throw, but I think it's going to be good enough for first down territory, barring
it will be. And, hey, kudos to Dennison. He got hung out to dry, took a big-time shot, but held on to the ball. Yeah, got us the first down.
Way to get it over that defender there, too, by A.J., just kind of pitched it high enough. So another first down for your St. Mary's Tigers. Minute 5 and counting here. And ball placed at the 36-yard line from up here is what it looks like.
Timeout. Timeout.
And your St. Mary's Tigers burn another timeout as the play clock had run down to 1 second. So we'll keep it right here. Chad, a lot of high emotions out there on the field.
A lot of big-time licks going both ways here. Everybody, yeah. I mean, John Paul's running hard, laying the lumber. Their secondary's coming up, trying to make the big-time hit. A lot of big-time hits going on down here.
Yep. Certainly like the way we've kind of trying to keep them honest with a little bit of successful passing game, and that's going to have to be something that we continue throughout the game.
Well, we are. Their defensive line's outweighs us by 50 pounds per man. So we're going to have to sneak the run in there, spread them out, and keep them honest, on their back of their heels a little bit. We can't just overpower them. Yep. But it's like we're playing 12 people out there because they have blown 3 already, big calls.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it also looks like from up here that they have enough of a roster where they're, their meat and potatoes guys go both ways, but they also probably switch in about 5 or 6 guys that are solely defense and offensive players, and that's a big difference in a game.
Well, and even the meat and potatoes get a player or 2 off every series. So
right, yeah,
it'll definitely catch us in later in the game. So I'd like to see us get a little lead here or something. Take their wind out of them.
Right. 45 seconds here as we come out of the timeout with a wing and tight end to the right. Receivers left and right. AJ looking in the middle of the field. Has Cole Yop. Cole Yop has it. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Tigers, baby! Yeah!
Pass and catch. And your St. Mary's Tigers add 6, pending a point after here. So with 38 seconds to go in this first quarter, nice pass from AJ to Cole Yop. And
Cole got a step on his man. AJ hit him right in stride and wasn't catching him.
It doesn't get any prettier than that, ladies and gentlemen. So Carter Hogue on for the point after.
I'd like to thank 3J's Construction for that touchdown sponsorship.
Snap is back, kick is up, and looks to be true. And
good.
It is. With that, your St. Mary's Tigers even the score, 7 apiece with 38 seconds to go in first quarter action. We'll be back momentarily.
Scoring drive on the Tigers. 9 plays for 76 yards to 347 off the clock.
So you might have heard that, ladies and gentlemen. 9 plays, 70 yards, and took a little bit over 3 minutes off the clock. That's what you need to do against the high-powered offense that Ascension Catholic has. St. Mary's preparing to kick off here. And a flag on the play. Why were we not surprised? I'm thinking they might call offsides because coming out pretty much where our runners cross the line of scrimmage. Not going to get anything to go that way, are we, Chad? So offside St. Mary's. I'll back them up 5, and we'll do it again. Chad, you still have me?
Yeah, yes, I got you.
Okay, just making sure you were still there.
Yeah, I had it on mute. You know me, I got to mute mine when
Right.
when I'm not talking. I might hear something they don't need to hear.
Understood. So,
I do think Coach Seastruck is changing his he's going to send the play in more because we're pretty confident they have our signs on the offensive side of the ball.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that, and we switch out enough wide receivers where that's something we can do. So ball away, knuckleball, brought in by number 12 at the 40, up to the 45 where he's wrapped up, actually closer to the 50-yard line there. I think he just about crossed midfield. 1st and 10 Bulldogs just across midfield if I'm judging by the side judges here. Don't know if it would have made that much of a difference, but the offsides certainly backs us up 5 and gives up half of the football field here. So number 8 at quarterback looks like number 3 there. So just a run off tackle and a host of St. Mary's Tigers there to wrap that up. And I think leading the charge there probably Hudson and
Tucker Johnson.
So quick up-tempo offense. St. Mary's trying to adjust. Delayed handoff left side and wrapped up and brought in ball. I think they might have called him down on that, though. Looked like he was swung down, and that's going to end the first quarter. So with first quarter action concluding, your St. Mary's Tigers have tied it up 7-7. We'll be back here shortly with second quarter action on the road, second round playoff action at Ascension Catholic. St. Mary's and Ascension locked at 7.
Are you considering cataract surgery and want to make the right choice for something as precious as your vision? At Wallace Eye Associates, we suggest you simply ask your local eye doctor. After all, more eye doctors across Cenla continue to recommend Wallace Eye Associates, and they have been for decades. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second quarter starts with a handoff left side. Number 8 gets the outside, has running room, and he's going to score on the first play of the second quarter. In about a 44-yard run just off left tackle. And, wow, let them catch their breath there, and they came out with power, didn't they, Chad?
Well, we just missed some tackles. We had some guys just whiff on the tackle there, and he's got too much speed for that.
42-yard touchdown run by Simon, and just as fast as we tied it up, they take the go-ahead, leading 13-7.
Well, I think they did the tie up a lot quicker than we scored.
Oh, yeah. They can do it fast. That's why it's imperative that we keep some drives alive here. Point after is good, and with that, only 7 seconds off of this second quarter clock. Bulldogs take the lead 14-7. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. St. Mary's will be receiving the touchdown off of the score there by Ascension Catholic. They break the huddle. I bet our coaching staff will be watching them real good to see if they go off sides here on this kick.
Well, I wouldn't anticipate a flag on them.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. Kick is away, brought in deep up to the 20, 25, and brought down there. I believe that was Brady on the reception.
Brady Childers on the return there.
Yep. So ball is going to be right at about the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, St. Mary's. Ball should be spotted on the right hash. St. Mary's moving right to left.
I'm going to say that most importantly here, we need to flip the field, even if it's a couple first downs, and then we have to punt, but get the ball on their end of the field,
Yeah, absolutely. As prolific as that offense is and as quickly as they go tempo, it's imperative to do that. I agree, Chad. St. Mary's breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage with 10 on the play clock. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. John Paul in the backfield on the left side of AJ. AJ takes a snap, sets his shoulders, looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, now runs, now throws deep, and it's almost intercepted by number 30. He had that dead to right and just couldn't bring it in. 2 Mary's Tigers receivers deep.
Well, if he throws the ball, drop. He needed to throw it right when he was supposed to, and that's what Coach is yelling at him about right now is if he lets that ball fly when he's supposed to, he's wide open.
Yeah. Because he's been able to get a step on his defenders, has Cole.
Their cornerbacks are slow. We can outrun their cornerbacks. We just have to throw the ball when we're supposed to.
Yep. So wing to the left, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Handoff, John Paul Thibodeau on kind of like an RPO there. AJ kind of rode him, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about almost 5 there. I'm going to call that 3rd and 5.
John Paul, their linebacker is not going to like John Paul. He ran over him again.
Right. And a little bit of a switch out here for Ascension Catholic.
Looks like they brought more of a speed rush in, like some smaller defensive linemen to try to get some pressure here.
Exactly. 2 receivers left, 1 right, and offside.
Oh, y'all jumped. We jumped. We went on 2, and he I guess, forgot the count, guys.
Clock stops on the penalty with 10:57 showing. That'll back us up 5, so it's going to make it 3rd and about 8 now. So what was a kind of a manageable 3rd down situation turns into a little bit more of a difficult one. Tigers trailing on the road 14-7.
AJ's going to have to trust his receivers here and get rid of the ball and throw them open, not wait for them to get open.
Get open, that's correct. Yep. Difficult skill at the high school level. Wing to the left, 2 receivers left. AJ
throw it.
Has a receiver brought in stride. First down, St. Mary's on about a 50-yard strike there. It's going to be 1st and 10, St. Mary's at the Bulldog 30. And like you said, Chad, if you trust them, that's going to be there a lot of the time. I think these DBs just hadn't been tested.
They are going to have to back a safety up, take somebody out of the box, because our receiver can beat him deep. And if AJ will do that every time, when he gets it, 1 step, layering it out, we will beat him down the field.
Absolutely. Hudson Nelson on the reception, sets up St. Mary's in Bulldog territory. Double wings, handoff JPT. AJ rides him, and JP on second effort gets a gain of about 4 there. I'd like to see him.
He in big, what, 93 there? Or is that 23? It's the jersey's so stretched I can't see the number.
Yeah.
That was a collision between them two, and John Paul's giving up about 45 to 50 pounds here.
Yep. But I tell you what, he's a strong young man. It shows in the gym for sure. So 2nd and 7, ball at the Bulldog 27-yard line. Receivers left and right, wings left and right. AJ rolls, looks to pass, has an intended receiver, and it's intercepted into Cole Yop. Cole Yop, the intended receiver. That'll be a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10. So it certainly flips the field, but not the result that you want.
Cole has to fight for that ball more.
Yep.
On a ball like that, he's got to go knock it down or something. The guy had the inside position. He's got to go knock that ball down. He can't just wait for it to come to him.
Yep.
It wasn't that bad of a.
A little bit of taunting there by the Bulldogs on the interception. Not going to get that call either. So Bulldogs break the huddle, come to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Wing to the right, stack receivers to the left, handoff to the powerful number 9. Breaks through, gets to the second level, has running room. He's going, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be an 80-yard run. Nobody's stopping him. First play from scrimmage. Number 9. Once he got to the second level, it was a track meet. Nobody was going to catch him.
Dang.
So, go ahead, chap.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So 80-yard touchdown run off the left side. +6 pending the point after. Just when you thought you had a good drive going, it quickly deteriorates.
Well, Ascension's always had a good program, but they're a quarterfinal team, and they always leave it out there.
Yep. So point after pending. Kick is up, kick is through. Add the point after, 21-7 in favor of Ascension Catholic. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with the kickoff.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So after the 80-yard touchdown run, that was a follow-up to the interception in the end zone when your St. Mary's Tigers were driving. 80-yard touchdown, Bulldogs, and they'll be kicking off to your St. Mary's Tigers. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go before halftime. St. Mary's trailing 21-7.
Michael French and Brady Childers back deep for us again.
Kick is away, kick is deep. Brought in by Michael French. He's up to the 20, 25, 30. Has running room on the outside, breaks a tackle, 40, and finally gets wrapped up at about the 45-yard line. We've had some good returns here, hadn't we, Chad?
Yeah, Michael's, that's the second good big-time return he's had to put us in positive, field position. Tigers need a touchdown here to get back in this ball game.
Yep, absolutely.
Like to use most of that 9 minutes up, get 7, go into halftime, 21-14 would be okay with me, Trent.
Yep, no doubt about it. And true to form, like you had mentioned earlier, Chad, the Bulldogs out with a little bit of a smaller defensive line that they've been showing to try to get speed in there. So,
well, I'm thinking also the rest of the big boys for the offensive side of the ball.
which obviously it showed. 3 receivers right, 1 left for the St. Mary's Tigers. John Paul walks up into a wing. AJ, straight throw, has an intended receiver. Nicely caught there. And that's
what a catch by Carter Hogue.
Carter Hogue there.
Great being tackled.
Up underneath the defender there. Just kind of caught that. And really good play. Gets out of bounds, stops the clock, moves the chains.
I mean it's almost comical down here with like the no calls.
Yeah. So first down, St. Mary's doing everything they can here to keep this ball moving. First down, they have it on the Bulldog 37-yard line. Ball on the right hash, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and John Paul to the left side. Man in motion. They're
going to give Shallon for turning up.
For moving towards the line of scrimmage here. Illegal motion or ball came. Wow. So,
woo, man, oh man.
So, illegal procedure on St. Mary's, backs them up 5. First,
Trent, before the game, the AD told me we could go up in the booth and call the game, but not to, talk bad about the officiating.
Oh,
but now I see why.
Now we know why. Yeah.
It's
Yep. There's not been a yellow flag thrown against the home team. I'll just mention that. So
yes, and about 3 obvious pass interferences we've
right. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. AJ rides. John Paul gets met about a yard deep and kind of powers through. They took his legs out. He's going to gain about 2 yards, almost 3. I'm just going to call it 2. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Ball at the Bulldog 30-yard line. 8:30.
We're going to have to win it on AJ's arm tonight. I don't really see us moving the meat they got up front too much.
No. Unless you get some misdirection, or you're really not going to run to 64 side. That's a big human being over there. He's on the left side.
I mean, Connor K is 6'2" and 215 pounds, and he makes him look small.
Yep. So ball breaks down here. It was looked like that was going to be intended to be a little slip screen out to the 3 receiver side to the left, and it kind of got blown up. And AJ at that point got pressure and just kind of.
Well, AJ needs to know, just airmail it into the sidelines at that point, because there wasn't enough blockers to block the defenders. It was supposed to be a slip screen. If it's not open, you got to get rid of the ball in the sidelines.
So loss of 6, 3rd and about 20 now for your Tigers, going in reverse here. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, wing to the left. AJ sets, looks to pass, now rolls, steps up in the pocket, and gets it out into the periphery. And just a great make-do play there.
Where was the face mask? He tackled John Paul by the face mask there.
Yeah. Brings it to the original line of scrimmage where it's 4th and 10. You're in Bulldog territory. Certainly time to go for this here. So Shylon Gandy in at the Wildcat of quarterback position. He's got 2 receivers to the right or wide side. Ball on the left hash. 1 receiver to the left.
Aiden right here.
Tosses it deep and is going to be brought in on an interception here. And just eluding tacklers here. We finally get a flag. And I think Blaze finally brought him down. That man juked about 6 tackles. He was initially touched at about the 4-yard line. And I tell you what, he was dangerously close to stepping into the end zone there when he intercepted that ball. Huh, Chad? I mean, I thought.
Yeah, he was close. He didn't get in the end zone. If he was smart, he would have just knocked it down, because it was 4th down, and it was, we're going to get it. They're going to be inside their own 5 now, and we actually have a yellow flag on.
It must have been so obvious that they couldn't deny
it. They must have been confused.
Right.
But this will back them up inside, right on the 5-yard line. They will be getting the ball. Looks like down to the 2-yard line.
2.5. So It's going to be half the distance to the goal, as you might be hearing over the PA. 1st and 10, Bulldogs at their own 2.5 yard line here. But
Well, we need a little help here, Trent. A little bad snap, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no. We had one earlier. We just couldn't cover it up.
Yeah. Well, I know Hudson went for the scooping score there, and I told him last night we're gonna need a cheap touchdown somewhere. So I guess that's what he was going for.
6:25 to go before halftime. St. Mary's trailing on the road, 21-7. Tigers bringing the heat here. Oh,
we got him in the end zone.
In the end zone. That's a safety.
That is a safety. We got it.
Safety.
That is a safety.
Man goes down in the end zone. Number 23, I'm sorry, on the carry.
Connor K busted through for the safety in the end zone.
Big play by your St. Mary's Tiger defense. They had their ears pinned back, and that was straight blitz there.
Uh-huh.
Blew them up at the line of scrimmage and pushed them back into the end zone. So we'll take points any way we can get them right here. Add 2, 21-9, and we'll get this ensuing kickoff. And I think Dudley's made it back to the booth here. Pseudo booth.
I can't believe we got that call.
I know, right?
I figured they was going to give it to him on the 1-inch line.
I think the trouble was, his body got out of the end zone, but his feet never did, I don't think.
No, and down there, I was right at the goal line, or just inside the 5, and I don't think he broke past the goal line.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he did either, guys, with the way it's been going. I just didn't think we were going to get a call.
Yep. So kickoff will be from the 20-yard line here. Your St. Mary's Tigers moving up. They'll have it on offense after the fortuitous penalty call, backs them up, puts them at the 2-yard line, hand off to number 23, gets stuffed in the end zone for the safety. That's a recap of that scoring play there. Brought to you by TCBT CPAs. They make it difficult on me, don't they? Especially without throwing my glasses on.
There you go.
So kick is away. Brought in at the 40, 45, 50, crosses midfield. We're getting some good returns here. Just dodging tackles. 1st and 10, St. Mary's at the Bulldog 39-yard line. Brady's just really been doing well on these returns. We mentioned it while you're away. He's had some good returns on just about every kickoff to date. So good field position here. Let's see if we can keep going here.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10 in Bulldog territory here. Ball spotted at the Bulldogs 39-yard line.
Looks like Shallon's going to be the quarterback, guys.
We didn't give everybody a game time temperature, but just in the last few minutes, it feels like it's kind of cooled off
quite a bit.
Yep.
16 seconds going to play clock. Tigers missing a player out on the field. They break the huddle. 2 receivers on each side of the formation. Shallon Gandy in at quarterback, as Chad mentioned.
Stacked receivers.
Snap is back, hand off to JPT. Makes 2 defenders miss. He's got running room up the middle, and he's called from behind. That'll be a 1st down carry for JPT.
Yep, that was a touchdown saving tackle by number 33 from behind. And the only reason that he got that was because JP slowed down. He was getting ready to make his next cut on a defensive back.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line.
I tell you what, guys, I think the Ascension's starting to show a little doubt.
Yep. Well,
the heads are hanging in a little lower than they were.
That receiver pulls that defense a little bit wider as well. Opens up the middle of the field for us.
2 receivers spread wide on each side of the formation. Flag. Flag's out on the field.
Illegal procedure against the Tigers will back them up 5 yards.
Illegal procedure against the Tigers. 5:38 to go in the second quarter. Tigers trailing 21-9.
First and 15, St. Mary's. Ball at the Bulldog 32-yard line here.
Tigers break the huddle. 2 receivers spread wide, stacked
yep.
on each side of the formation. Shallon Gandy in the pistol formation behind center. Snap is back. Hand off to JPT. Makes a defender miss.
Got a blocker now.
Looking for some room around the left-hand side. He finally gets the corner. He's going to get about
7 on that or so. Yep, 7.
So ball spotted at the Bulldogs 25-yard line. It will be a second and 7, maybe second and 8. Second and 8. Couldn't get 8 out there.
I know.
I'll tell you.
It was caught on the tip of your tongue.
Yeah, it did.
It'll do that. That's the great 8.
2 receivers wide still on each side of the formation. Snap is back. Fake a handoff to JPT. Shalingani's going to pull it back.
Yep. Follows blockers a little bit there, and I think JP was certainly expecting that because he kind of stopped. Had he followed his progression into the hole, it would have given Shylin a little bit of a running lane there, but kind of something out of nothing and brings up 3rd and a manageable 5 for your St. Mary's Tigers.
I think they'll spot him at the down at the 21-yard line, make it a 3rd and 4 from there.
Just on the cusp of the T. Johnny's red zone.
3rd and 4.
Tigers break the huddle. 2 receivers and a wing to the wide side of the field on the right-hand side. Single receiver to the left. A.J. Johnson back in at quarterback. Snap is back. A.J. looking to his right. Rolling out to his right. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, my gosh. Intercepted, but that young man was on the back of the intended receiver, which I think was Shylin Gandy, was it not?
Shylin Gandy, intended receiver there, and I couldn't tell from here if the throw was wide or not, but definitely the cornerback was all over the back of Shylin Gandy, but no call on the play.
Yeah. He held Shylin and he beat Shylin to the point.
And Coach arguing that point, obviously, but so on the interception, looks like he must have stepped out earlier than I thought he did.
Hudson caught the angle and knocked him out of bounds, so that would have been a pick 6.
There you go. So 1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 40-yard line. 4:24 to go in 3rd quarter action after St. Mary's was threatening, had a good little drive going. Tigers trail 21-9. Handoff to the big running back, number 9, and he is probably going to score, ladies and gentlemen, on a 60-yard run. He's our offense, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Between him and 20.
9 and 22, and they are both loads to bring down. 22, obviously, heavier set, but 9 with the speed there, and that's going to be a 60-yard rushing touchdown for the Bulldogs.
And that's at least 2. I think all 3 of the last touchdowns have been on the ensuing play, either coming out of the quarter, after a turnover. And after another turnover. Yep. So their first play efficiency is phenomenal at this point.
Well, we hit him in the backfield, just bounced off.
Yeah, he's a load to bring down.
Legs look like 2 oak trees.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you're not going to hit him high and bring him down.
Nah.
With 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter, Tigers trailing 28-9 on the road in Donaldsonville. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Be back shortly. Welcome back, Tiger fans. Want to give a big shout out. 92 listeners tuning in tonight.
Like 6 more. We don't think we've ever broke 100, guys.
We're gonna have to.
And just as I said that, we dropped to 88. So we had we had 4 that
chased away.
Just chased them away.
Back deep, French and.
French and Brady Childress.
Yep, and Michael French brings it in, takes a step back here, has a little bit of running room. He's up to the 25, 30, 35, and he gets knocked out of bounds. Well, gets knocked down there. It'll be about at the 36, so it's kind of difficult to see from this angle. Looks like it's at the 35-yard line. There is where he'll be brought down, and I think we might have an additional penalty on the play here.
So officials on the sideline talking to Coach Seastrunk. I think
we might have to talk to our officiating rep. Yep, and unsportsmanlike. So I don't know. Frank usually listens in, and before the resuming of play, I mentioned to Dudley, as long as I've been around the program, it seems like everywhere we go, every sport we play, we not only have to beat a team, we have to beat an officiating crew for the majority of the contests I've seen. So I don't know if there's something on a blackboard or a bulletin board at the officiating headquarters that has like a black
St. Mary's sitting up there. Let's see if we
gosh.
can turn it around here with 4 minutes to go in the first half. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left, empty backfield. Got a jet sweep there to Brady Childress, and he's going to be brought down. Loss of a couple on the carry. Brings up second and looks like maybe second and 11.
We get the call on the kickoff from Sportsmanlike Conduct, but they stand over Brady and dance, and there's no flag.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Return during the game has really been very good tonight for your St. Mary's Tigers.
For the most part, when penalties haven't been an issue, had fairly decent starting field position on most of our returns.
Absolutely.
2nd and maybe just under 11, long 10 maybe. Single receiver to the left, wing at 2 wings and a receiver to the right. We have a counter
handoff
to Denison Morgan there, and he's going to get almost 8 yards on the carry.
John Paul Thibodeau, buddy. It just came across AJ's face.
Got you.
Hey, Nelson, we've thrown his blocks out there on that play. Normally he's a pretty solid blocker out there, but he watched John Paul that time.
Just short of a first down. Looks like a 3rd and 2 there. Ball spotted at the Tigers' 29-yard line. Single receiver to the left, 2 wings and a receiver to the right. Snap is back. Takes a handoff to JBT.
Throw it.
Right. And he's going to launch a deep one down the field. And that's going to fall incomplete.
But Cole had to wait on it because he was late with the ball again. Cole's outrunning his arm.
Ball probably about thrown about 60 yards there, and needed to be probably another 10 yards with the depth that the receivers were able to get with the long rollout by AJ. That's going to bring up 4th and 2. Denison Morgan on the field. Punting unit is out. Return man for the Bulldogs sitting at the midfield, right on the 50-yard line. Nice kick by Denison Morgan over the returner's head, and he's not even going to try to field it. It'll be marked down at the 27-yard line.
All right, we got to stop Big Boy from getting his head of steam going.
7-yard line. Bulldogs take over 1st and 10. 2:49 to play in the first half.
So
what's the answer here, Dud, to stop this guy?
Hit them low, take them down.
And stack the box and dare them to throw.
Yeah, I do think that's
load up the box.
We knew coming into the night, not a pass-heavy team, and if they do throw the ball, it's typically out into the flats or screen game. Not a lot of downfield passing.
I think I'm taking my safeties out. I'm bringing Denison and John Paul in to play. Basically, have 4 linebackers.
I wouldn't even respect that passing game until they throw one. Load the box, and that's what you got to do right there. And he still breaks through 6 tackles.
That'll be a first down carry for the Bulldogs, as he did break through at least 3 tackles on the carry.
I mean,
Down at Bulldogs
to our
38.
credit, he went at his knees. We just bounced off.
Yep. Bulldogs back up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Snap is back. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 9 yards on the carry.
And I think somebody said, I don't think we said it on air, but Chad, I think you spoke with the young running back's father and what he needed to.
He needed 211 yards tonight to be the school's all-time leading rusher.
And he's almost. I got to think he's on somebody's blue chip recruiting. And if he's not, he should be, because he's very reminiscent of Harlan Berry a couple of years ago at St. Martin's Episcopal, who's now.
Well, I got him. I got 2 different styles there. Harlan Berry was in a different league. This guy is just a tree trunk running down a hill.
Yeah,
it's
but
if you can get him moving right and left, you can handle him. It's when he goes north and south, it's boom.
So I believe the Bulldogs take a timeout. This break is sponsored by DKO1 Storage, serving Natchitoches with all of your storage needs. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
They've been doing well when I've been. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've just concluded that I might have to leave the game for the second half and start to drive home early so that the St. Mary's Tigers can do something positive in the second half.
Yeah, first down for the Bulldogs. Ball in Tigers territory. Snap is back. Fakes a handoff. And looking deep to the tailback, going down the right sideline, that's going to be overthrown, and that'll be an incomplete pass.
And good deal right there. Shiling Gandy respecting that coming out of the backfield and was step for step in coverage with him. So, as much as they pound the rock there, you occasionally have to watch for those free releases or somebody scooting out of the backfield. So good job right there.
Shallon at this defensive back position, respecting pass first.
We desperately need to hold them out of here.
Ball spotted at the Tigers' 41-yard line.
Clock stopped on the incomplete pass, of course.
They're gonna call timeout with the play clock winding down.
So 1 minute 53 seconds to go in the first quarter. Tigers trailing 28-9. We'll take a 30-second timeout.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back, Tiger fans, as the Bulldogs have it 2nd and 10 at the Tigers. I think that's at the 41-yard line there, Trent and Chad.
Yep.
1:53 left to go in the first half. Tigers trying to limit the damage here just before halftime. As the Bulldogs are up to the line of scrimmage, single receiver on each side of the formation, tight end and wing to the left. Snap is back. That'll be a handoff to
number
a
5.
Quick tailback, number 5. Hadn't seen him with too many carries here tonight, but he's going to have a first down.
Gain of about 20.
First down. From Mamba, number 1, Jalen Gandy.
Got bumped out of bounds, stops the clock, minute 43. And Bulldogs in the red zone here at the 19. Same handoff brought down this time. I think that was Hudson slicing in. Kind of brought him down from behind. Good job there, Hudson.
Dressing him up. He got through on that one.
Brought down at the line of scrimmage, brings up a 2nd and 10. And now we've got some laundry on the field. Bulldogs up to the line of scrimmage quickly, and I think we'll get a false start.
Yeah, it took our defense, 3 of them pointing at him before they dropped the laundry.
Yeah, man in motion. Not sure if it was an illegal shift there. But,
No, as the guard kind of came out of his stance. He was on the wrong count.
So that backs them up 5, makes it 2nd and 15. That was a first down, right? Should be 1st and 15, wouldn't it?
No, tackle. Hudson had a
that's right,
tackle at the line of scrimmage. So wing and a tight end to the right-hand side of the line of scrimmage, 2 receivers to the left. Snap is back, handoff to number 5. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
Travion
on the tackle
there. No gain and maybe a little bit of a loss there.
Getting a loss on that, tackle for loss.
Counter running behind the wing that was in motion left to right.
Tonight's tackle for loss is brought to you by Foshi Trucking. We're sponsors of St. Mary's Tigers Athletics. Shout out to Foshi Trucking.
3rd and 13 here. And with the clock and the momentum, if it's not 4-down territory, they look like they have a leg as well. So
single.
We got to hold them out here, guys.
Snap is back, toss to the left-hand side. He's going to catch the corner. He'll get a few yards on the carry, but will be short of the first down.
28-second stop clock here.
Hayden Nelson's pleading his case on a hold, and it's just we're not going to get it.
No.
I mean, they stretched the jersey right in front of the ref, and it's just no call.
Yep. So they're going for this here. No kicking team on.
4th and 3 inside the 15-yard line. Direct snap back to the tailback. It looks like he's going to find a hole up the middle, and that'll be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Looks like about a 13-yard carry. 7 seconds to go in the first half. Make the score 34-9, pending the extra point.
$34-9.
Our coaches are even melting down now. That it is. They're tackling us on offense.
Oh, there they go. I'm sorry, they're lining up for a point out.
Yeah, swinging gate action there, and then now back on for the extra point.
And a quick flag coming out now.
Kick is good. There's a flag after the play.
Want to guess who that one might be against?
I can promise you it's on us.
Yeah, it's going to be unsportsmanlike, I believe. I mean, it came out immediately.
I don't know who you report that LHSA. They won't do anything in those, but this is ridiculous. I mean, they don't need any help beating us. They probably are better than us, but I mean, they're tackling our guys on offense, and it's just sad to watch.
So officiating crew huddled up just on the outside of the end zone here. Only 7 seconds to go before halftime. Trailing 34-9. The Tigers will receive the kick, and we got time for a play or probably expire on the kickoff on the run back.
With the it'll be probably likely expire on the kickoff. I'm sure they'll have a 15-yard penalty that'll be assessed on the kickoff, so they'll kick from the
40.
What is that, 45-yard line?
45, yeah. Dead ball, it looks like. Unsportsmanlike. Against your St. Mary's Tigers. Be assessed on the kickoff.
And
they're offsetting, actually. Offsetting. Looks like both. Yep, there you go.
7 seconds to go in the first half. Bulldogs 35, Tigers 9.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we wait the kickoff here after the touchdown score.
You know, my hat's off to Coach Seastrunk here, because I don't know what you tell the boys at halftime to do. I mean, they're being held when on defense, and they're groping our wide receivers all the way down the field when we're on offense, and they're not getting any calls.
Both head coaches being talked to by members of the officiating crew is what it looked like there, I believe.
I would love an independent, let's just say, officiating crew to come in and watch the tape of this game.
So waiting on the kickoff team to take the field here.
And then mark off the assessed penalty.
Yeah, I think that, well, no, offsetting penalty, so they'll kick off from their own 40-yard line.
Not bad.
So they're still on the sidelines talking to Coach Seastrunk here, so whistle hasn't blown. So why don't we take this opportunity to take a quick timeout. We'll be back shortly.
And we're back with everyone's favorite game show. Doris, this is For the Win. We surveyed 100 people. If you were injured in an auto accident, who would you call?
Well, that's easy, Steve. I would call the boss at loss, attorney Stephen Spurgeon.
Good answer. For the Win is an attorney, Stephen Spurgeon. I'm local attorney Stephen Spurgeon. If you've been injured in a wreck, give me a call.
Same thing.
So welcome back, Tiger fans. As all coaches have returned to their sidelines, officials are now back out on the field. Ball about to be spotted at the 40-yard line.
Try to get some update on some scores for you, either right before the half or coming out of the half, potentially.
And
my alma mater on the road in Alexandria against the Ash Trojans.
We'll get a look at the scores here. Now they're finally starting to set the ball up on the tee. 7 seconds to go in the first half, and it's taken about 10 minutes to get to this point after the touchdown.
Yep. And I actually did see this bus driving down Romo Raiders on top of Tioga, 28-14, just before half.
So waiting on the Bulldogs kickoff here. And kick is back, be brought in. And a pass over here to swing pass from one side to the other to Brady Childress. He's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And no time left on the clock. That's going to take us to halftime. The Tigers trailing 35-9. We'll be back in about 12 minutes, and we'll have some updates for some regional scores for everyone. Tigers trailing on the road in Donaldsonville, 35-9. We'll see you in the third quarter.
Are you considering cataract surgery and want to make the right choice for something as precious as your vision? At Wallace Eye Associates, we suggest you simply ask your local eye doctor. After all, more eye doctors across Cenla continue to recommend Wallace Eye Associates, and they have been for decades. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
What do you go tell them? I mean, like, you're being tackled.
Got 100 and music is. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. St. Mary's Tigers and Ascension Catholic. The Bulldogs have broken their locker rooms, done their pre-second half warm-ups, and we're getting ready to get a second half kickoff. Ascension Catholic will be receiving as they deferred in the first half after winning the toss. So,
yeah, what made really that touchdown just before halftime such a killer.
Right, was that they'll get the ball starting the third quarter here.
Yeah, I didn't get all of the stats there announced there at halftime, but a couple that stuck out to me. I believe 293 yards rushing for the Bulldogs there in the first half. Obviously, that's not a stat you want to see.
No.
Probably 100 to
140 was. I mean, you had an 80-yard rushing touchdown, a 60-yard rushing touchdown. So yeah,
probably had 120 yards worth of penalties on the Tigers, and maybe about 15 on the Bulldogs there as well.
Yeah, maybe you had an illegal procedure and a block in the back or something after that pick there.
So Tigers set to kick off to start the second half, trailing the Bulldogs 35-9 on the road down here in Donaldsonville.
Carter Hogue puts his boot into the ball, brought in at the 18. Number 3 goes left side, 25-30, 35-40, finds a crease, breaks a tackle, and is close to midfield where he'll be spotted down at the Bulldog 47-yard line, it looks like about.
Yeah, just short of midfield there.
Yep, 46, 47. 46.
Looks like they'll get him at the 46-yard line. So good field position for the Bulldogs there to start the third quarter. Certainly not something we wanted to afford to them, considering what their offense has already done. So 2 receivers and a wing to the right-hand side of the formation. Single receiver to the left for the Bulldogs. Now we have a motion from right to left. Fakes the speed sweep there. Handoff to number 9, is he has a hole up the middle, fights through a couple of Tiger defenders, and that's going to be
number 8 on the tackle for us, I think.
Kevin Simon on the carry.
I believe that was number 8, Kane Dortline.
Yep.
And that'll be a gain of 9 on the play. Quick pass out here to the right-hand side.
Just pass into the flats. Wide receiver takes a step back. And,
and the first couple of
Landry
plays
on the
are RPOs, run-pass options there. You have a receiver just turns around, looks for the ball there out in the flats, and the quarterback can either hand it off, pull it and run it, or pull it and throw it. So this time they decide to hand it off to number 9. He breaks a couple of tackles in the inside, and that's going to be a 35-yard touchdown for the Bulldogs. 3 plays into the second half, and they're going to put one in the end zone.
Yep. Simon's just a force to be reckoned with, and not sure what class grade he is, but got a bright future in front of him.
Believe he's a senior.
Yep.
And will have the school rushing record after tonight's game, career rushing record. And that's going to make the score 41-9, pending the extra point here for the Bulldogs.
PAT good. Tack on another point, 42-9.
42-9, and we'll take this opportunity to take a timeout.
I just haven't met you yet. I'll never is it cat and other hands like whatever tonight you can find your way every time. I know you can be so amazing.
Welcome back, Tiger fans. As the Tigers are set to receive the kickoff here after a opening second half drive by the Bulldogs. Take it to the house about 4 plays into that drive, 35-yard rushing touchdown by number 9. Said his last name's Simon. Is that
I think
right?
that's correct. Yep.
Gives him probably 4 rushing touchdowns on the night. So Tigers set to return the kick. 11:04 left in the third quarter. Tigers trailing 42-9. Trevin Simon, senior tailback. And that kickoff is going to be brought in by Brady Childress. Nice return there by Brady.
Yep.
He's going to bring it out to the 38-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. 10:57 to go in the third quarter.
Move the ball and shoot clock.
So thought he was at the 38. They're actually going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. Always goes backwards from there.
Yeah. And looks like coming out fresh from halftime, Bulldogs going with their bigger line to start the second half here, as they've kind of gotten a rest in those big guys that go both ways.
So Tigers spread them out, 2 receivers wide on each side of the formation. Nose guard for the Bulldogs is going to hop off sides. That'll be a offsides, 5-yard offside penalty for the Bulldogs. Brings up a 1st and 5. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line of the Tigers.
I formation it looked like here, I think, unless he goes offset. So John Paul behind AJ here on a twin receivers left and right, almost stacked. AJ hard counts here. Takes a snap, fake pass into the flats, and good run. Whoa, that's got to be a flag. Thank you. It got caught up in his pocket there as late hit out of bounds. And don't know if you noticed there, the defensive back just left him all alone trying to respect the run, just cut into the inside. And I think that was who was that on the reception? Was that number 10 for us? But certainly a late hit out of bounds.
Couldn't tell. I thought maybe.
But anyway, it'll be a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty, late hit out of bounds. And so after the play, plus 15, and you may have heard it on the PA, 1st and 10 St. Mary's Tigers on the Bulldog 39-yard line here. St. Mary's, 2 receivers left and right of the formation, I formation in the backfield for John Paul Thibodeau. So it looks like we're electing to get a little bit of help from the sideline after we see what the set is here. Delayed count, handoff John Paul, and he's met in the backfield as somebody just didn't tackle didn't even put a hat on number 21. And every flag thrown here by the officiating crew.
And I think that may be on
Ascension.
No, I'm the white hat is in the Tigers huddle, so my assumption is it's on the Tigers.
Yeah.
1 yard loss on the play back to the 40. Flag on the play.
He was in our huddle talking to our offensive line.
Multiple flags, pretty much both line judges and the white hat threw flags there.
Now he's talking to the Bulldogs defensive line. There'll be a personal foul face mask on the Tigers. And
personal foul face mask to call against the Tigers.
And
15 yards.
that'll mark the Tigers back 15 yards.
That'll offset the previous 15-yard penalty. That sets up a second and very long here.
Yeah, ball spotted at the Tigers' 45-yard line.
Yep, probably about 35. Second and 35, I believe. 10, 20.
Maybe about 26
25,
there.
26.
26. 10:36 to go in the third quarter. Snap is back. Fake handoff. A.J. Johnson rolling out to his right-hand side. And that's the ball is going to be thrown out of bounds.
Carter Hogue, intended receiver.
A.J. Heavy pressure there as he wasn't able to roll outside of that pressure. And maybe he tried to attempt to complete that one. Couldn't tell if that was intended to go out of bounds or to Carter Hogue. But it'll be incomplete either way. Brings up a 3rd and 26 from the Tigers' 45-yard line.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 10:28. St. Mary's Tigers trails on the road 42-9. 2 receivers right, 1 left. A.J. Rowland looks, throwing deep, and just overthrows everybody. Intended receiver looked like Carter Hogue in the middle of the field, and trailing him was probably Dennison Morgan. I'm not sure which one was the intended receiver, but
no, receivers.
It's no doubt that A.J.'s got a gun. He can
get it down there.
He can sling it.
2 receivers, fairly close proximity there. Probably had needed some additional spacing there on their routes, but overthrown either way. Dennison Morgan on for the punt. The punt here. 10:24 to go in the third quarter. Tigers trailing 42-9 on the road in second-round playoff action.
Number 3 back deep for Bulldogs. Ball snapped over the head of Morgan, and he's just trying to run and get something going here. And that's going to be basically a turnover on downs at the original line of scrimmage there, as that becomes an incomplete pass after he tried to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, snap looked a little wide there, and Dennison unable to pull it in.
1st and 10 Bulldogs at the St. Mary's Tiger 45-yard line.
Give you some score updates from the area. North DeSoto over DeRidder, 49-13 in the third quarter. Manny trailing St. James on the road, 39-0. That's at halftime. Jonesboro Hodge over Vinton in second quarter. Looks like maybe a halftime score, 13-7. Logansport leading Welsh in the third quarter, 34-24. See, Airline and Red River moving into some basketball scores there.
A competition of 2 all-time winning coaches in the state of Louisiana, the John Curtis and St. Thomas More there. Curtis up 35-7. Both of those coaches prolific powerhouse teams over the years, for sure.
So Bulldogs here on the first play from scrimmage here is going to take it to the house. That'll be a
35-yard.
Maybe 45-yard rushing touchdown as he'll go untouched into the end zone. And the Bulldogs just padding the lead there. .10:06 left in the third quarter.
Bulldogs starting to just run away with it at this point. Early on, a competitive game, when we could get a few things going, but we just hadn't been able to slow this train down. And a train it is. These running backs.
Rotated three of them in, a couple of primary backs, rotated three of them in there throughout this game, and all look stellar. Extra point is good for the Ascension Catholic Bulldogs.
Extra point by Blanchard is good. So 10:06 to play in the third. Dogs 49.
And that'll make the score 49-9. With 10:06 left in the third quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout, be back shortly.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Yeah, it was on your Trevin Simon.
So welcome back, Tiger fans. As we knew it was a big night for Trevin Simon, tailback for the Bulldogs. They did just announce 302 yards on the night and did break the season rushing record. A lot of great backs come through this school as well. That says something. As he's had eclipsed the 300-yard mark here so far tonight through not quite 2.5 quarters.
And if I was that coach, I'd go ahead and rest him for the next round.
100%. And I think our
got your record,
would,
son. Go take a seat on the bench.
That as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Let somebody start on next year's record. Well, during the break, Dudley, we mentioned that Lady Tiger basketball is already in season and had a couple of games underneath their belt. And barring what looks like going to be the inevitable conclusion of tonight's game, boys will probably get right back at it next week. And that's one of the things of being a St. Mary's Tiger athlete. There's really no rest in the schedule.
I know wrestling is getting started with some practice sessions and mandatory hydration check-ins this Sunday, and then basketball, as you mentioned, already in full force. They'll start practicing 100% starting next week. So just roll from one sport into another.
That's it. No time to rest on your laurels.
So Tigers here take over 1st and 10 from our own 27-yard line, maybe.
Yep, that looks to be about correct. Yep.
So 9:08 left in the third quarter. Tigers break the huddle. Two receivers and a wing to the right-hand side of the formation. Single receiver to the left. Quick toss out to the right-hand side, and
number 12 pretty much had that red. He was out there.
JPT is going to be dropped for a loss of about 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd and 13.
They giving the kicker Blanchard to tackle, but I sure thought I saw 12 busted. Well, he tripped him up.
I think so.
Looks like Jacob in now at wing there. I see.
Yep, single receiver and a wing on each side of the formation. JPT in the backfield alongside AJ's right-hand side. Snap is back, hand off to JPT. Looking for some running room around the left-hand side. Nothing doing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage and maybe dropped for a loss again. Looks like a loss of about 2. Brings up a 3rd and 15.
Talk about give up some weight there. Jacob had the assignment of blocking that defensive end that outweighs him by probably about $120. That's when you just put your nose into it and give your best effort for sure. Chad back up joining us in the pseudo booth.
My phone was dead. About to die. But not
So snap is back. Fake handoff to JP. And is that Lagrange?
Yep.
44?
Weston Lagrange on the reception there. Well short of the first down. Gets back maybe to the original line of scrimmage, maybe about a yard beyond that. Brings up a 4th and 9. Call it a completion of about 8 yards. Dennis Morgan back to punt it away. Return man for the Bulldogs sitting just past midfield.
Yeah. Looks
about
like
the 48-yard line.
Some of younger Tigers getting here on a little special play or special teams, and as such, a little bit of a shuffle here. So good kick.
Great kick by Dennison down the right sideline. That's going to roll out of bounds at the 39-yard line of Bulldogs.
Best thing to do right there. No chance for a return if you kick it out of bounds. 1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 39-yard line.
Clock's running through this change of possession. 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
All right, welcome back, Tiger fans. Ascension Catholic Bulldogs are taking over 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. They have 2 receivers on a wing to the right-hand side of the formation. Single receiver to the left. Snap is back. Handoff to Simon.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to break through up the middle and take it to the house. That will be a 61-yard rushing touchdown for Trevin Simon. That'll put him over 370 yards on the night.
Ascension Catholic will get the winner of the Westminster Christian Lafayette Catholic Appointee game, and that's a 20 versus a 4 seed. So probably a foregone conclusion that that you'll have number 5 Ascension Catholic versus number 4 Catholic Appointee next week in quarterfinal action.
Yeah, Catholic Appointee is had a really solid season. Common opponent that we had with them, they beat Red River, I believe, early in the season, maybe by a touchdown in week 1 of the regular season. And we can check on the score there here shortly to see who leading that game. Tigers trailing big here in the third quarter on the road in Donaldsonville, second round of the Division 4 Select Playoffs, trailing 55-9 here with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, as we're getting set to receive the kickoff after a 60-yard rushing touchdown by Trevin Simon.
We'll take a quick 30-second timeout.
Are you considering cataract surgery and want to make the right choice for something as precious as your vision? At Wallace Eye Associates, we suggest you simply ask your local eye doctor. After all, more eye doctors across Cenla continue to recommend Wallace Eye Associates, and they have been for decades. When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Welcome back, Tiger fans, as the Tigers are at the kickoff here and returned it out just inside the 35-yard line. I want to give a shout-out to our seniors, as it's looking like this will be the last varsity football game of their high school career. Shalling Gandy, Cole Yop, Hayden Nelson, Tucker Johnson, and Blaze Konak. Senior Tigers here, likely playing their last game of the season. Tough road loss here in the second round of the playoffs, but overall, starting the year off with a challenging non-district schedule, I think is putting it kindly, and battling through that and finishing second in district, I think shows some intestinal fortitude and willpower to still put a good season together despite that tough start early in the year. So A.J. Johnson takes the snap, looking out to Waylon Bolton in the flats on the left-hand side.
Just out of his outstretched hands there. It's close.
That will fall incomplete with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. I'd like to give a shout-out also to coaching staff here. Keegan Seastrunk, obviously head coach for the Tigers. Stephen Wren, defensive coordinator. Jalen Sturgis, Andy, call him Coach Smoke. Pierre Antoine, Jason LeGrand, Jason Lineball, Carlton Johnson, and Shamar Seastrunk. Certainly want to thank them for their services this season. 3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right for the Tigers. Snap is back. AJ rolling out to his left-hand side. Now scrambling, reverses course. Gets wrapped up there inside our 20-yard line. And he's going to be brought down there. Brings up a third and about 25.
Yeah, ball got loose, and number 6, Jacob Thibodeau, covered it up. So not sure if he was trying to throw that away or throw it to Jacob.
It almost looked like an attempted pitch back there, but just too much pressure there up front. And brings up a third and 25. The Tigers, 3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Snap is back, pass over the middle of Carter Hogue. That's going to be brought in. He's going to cross over the 35-yard line. Got almost back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring
up tonight. Had a couple of nice catches during the game.
And has been fearless there, catching those balls over the middle.
Yeah.
Carter, obviously not a big young man, but very athletic, speedy, and showing a lot of fortitude there, catching the ball over the middle. 4th down here. Tigers will punt it away. And that's going to wrap up the third quarter here. As we have all zeros on the clock, we'll get ready for fourth quarter action. Be back in 30 seconds.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere and
up there. When you go on the road and win, though, they cut that shit off immediately. Huh? It's like you can't even look up there and be like, what was the score?
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back, Tiger fans, as Tigers are punted away there on 4th down. Line drive punt brought in, fairly well defended by the Tigers punt team. Forced the return man out at the 44-yard line, maybe?
Yep, I think that's about right.
Of the Bulldogs. They'll take over 1st and 10 from there. 11 minutes to go in the ball game.
Big happy Thanksgiving to everybody. My co-host, the Tiger Nation.
Looking forward to eating a lot of turkey next week.
No doubt. Absolutely. Fried is my favorite.
Probably planning on frying up a couple myself. I certainly hope all of our listeners at home have a joyful and eventful Thanksgiving week. Hopefully a little bit of relaxation and family time for everyone as well. And
school out as well. I think they had a half day today, and that'll be quickly followed by the Christmas break, and everybody up there in Natchitoches getting ready for the kickoff of the lights tomorrow night. Looks like weather will hold, so should be a drone show as well.
So a rare penalty, it looks like, on the Bulldogs is going to walk that one back to the 28-yard line. Not sure what the penalty was. I didn't see. Unsportsmanlike penalty against the Bulldogs, so that's going to
ref hadn't thrown a flag in a couple minutes, was making sure his technique and skill was still good.
An opportunity to attempt to balance out the number of penalties, but they've got a long ways to go before that happens.
Number 5 in the ball game and running back Jacob Julian. He runs it up to about the 35-yard line.
Yeah,
Julian on a carry, number 5. He had a scamper earlier from a tailback position where he did real well. So
be a gain of 5 yards on the play, brings up 2nd and 5 from
no
the
rebuilding
30-yard
here,
line.
just reloading, I guess.
Yes,
already got the next generation in the locker room.
And Ascension Catholic's always had a year in and year out a solid football program. Maybe not one you would consider elite. Not a lot of state championship game appearances, but certainly deep runs
in the playoffs.
More years than not. So 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Handoff to the tailback. He's met about a yard beyond the line of scrimmage by a big hit by Hudson Methvin. A gain of maybe a yard on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 4 from there. 8 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Tigers trailing 55-9 on the road in Donaldsonville, taking on the Ascension Catholic Bulldogs.
Shared field here. We might have mentioned that earlier. Donaldsonville High School uses this field as it looks like it's their predominant home field, as the turf is marked out in their color scheme, and it has their Tiger logo in the middle of the field.
So it's 3rd and 4. Bulldogs break the huddle. Handoff to number 21. He's going to get the corner on the right-hand side. Gain of about 25 yards on the carry. That's going to move the ball into the Tiger side of the field.
Malassa on the carry.
They'll mark him out at the Tigers' 38-yard line. So 7 minutes and 28 seconds to go in the ball game. I want to give a shout out also to our athletic trainers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Molly Smith.
Young ladies do a great job.
Do a fabulous job. Really controlling the sidelines. Well respected amongst the coaching staff and the players. We have their names for you here in a moment. Run up the middle for the Bulldogs. Gets maybe about a yard or 2 on the carry. Molly Smith, Camille Armstrong, and Lacey Boyd, who's back home recovering from an injury. Certainly want to wish her the best, and big thank you to the 3 of them for everything that they've done on the year. Hard-working crew, and they do a good job keeping everything organized for the coaches and for the players.
Absolutely, and do that through multiple seasons. You'll see some of them on the when they're not playing their own sports, they'll be supporting some other athletic activities, basketball. Don't know about baseball so much, but certainly see the young ladies out there.
So single receiver and a wing to the right side of the formation for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the left. Snap is back. Handoff around the left-hand side. He's going to bounce around a couple of Tigers, break back to the right-hand side. Malassa on the carry. He'll have a gain of about 30 yards on the carry. Brought down at the 10-yard line.
Not a big running back, but another
quick
powerful
jitterbug there.
Yeah. First and goal to go from the 9-yard line here, it looks like. Actually, right at the 10. Ball on the right hash for the Bulldogs. Go ahead, Doug.
So Bulldogs breaking the huddle. Same formation, 2 receivers to the left, a wing and a tight end to the right-hand side.
Melanson into the end zone.
And you just see a tired defense out there for the Tigers. And that'll make the score 61-9 pending the extra point. I want to give a shout out also to our video crew, young men that work hard, showing up 2 hours early for every game. They load the bus, they unload the bus, they travel with the team, they set up all of the video equipment, and have done a fabulous job throughout the year. Heath Methvin, Holt Cedars, JT Morgan, Zach French, Cohen Gandy, several others are out there, do a fabulous job with that. You know, we've got our
and without that effort, us as broadcasters, coaching staff doesn't have film to study, review with the players. Certainly something that goes unseen, unsung, but it's critical to being a successful program in today's game.
Absolutely. They have a live replay for the coaches, and they've done a great job with live replay and game film for coaches and players to study. Murphy Line Ball and Able Atmosphere Ball Boys have been big for the team this year as well. Certainly want to give them a shout out. Extra point here is good with about 4 minutes to go in the ball game. 62-9, Tigers are trailing in second round playoff action. We'll be back in 30.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by 2 walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As the clock continues to wind down, 62-9, a little bit over 3 minutes. We'd certainly be remiss if we didn't thank our sponsors for bringing you Tiger football week in and week out. Play Ball Productions, our pregame coverage sponsor. Trace Reliability on our kickoffs. Best in the business right there. So TCBT CPAs, our scoring summary sponsor. T. Johnny Seafood and Cajun Market, our red zone sponsor for the year. 3J's Construction, our touchdown sponsor. The Family Doctors of Natchitoches, our field goals and extra point attempt sponsor. Gidro's Physical Therapy, the big play sponsor for the year. DK01 Storage, our timeout sponsor. Bonnie and Grumpy, our turnover sponsor. Glory Island Farms for our big hits. Little Eva Pecans for our forced punts. And Foshi Trucking on our tackle for loss. Big thank you for those guys. It's not possible without y'all.
You know, it's an important part of every program, especially for a small school, to have key sponsors and supporters throughout the community. And our St. Mary's Tiger family is a big one. And we always have great sponsors come through for the program, for the school, for every sport. So big thank you to each and every one of you for supporting St. Mary's Tiger football. The Tigers will take the kickoff here. They'll be down at the 30-yard line. Give us an extra yard here when it doesn't matter. It hadn't happened all night.
Minute 30.
And we'll see if we get another playoff here, and certainly want to give one last bit of recognition to our senior players before we wrap up tonight. I certainly want to thank our listeners out there for tuning in tonight and throughout the season. I know we have a lot of supporters back home that were unable to make the trip down here, so I want to give each and every one of you a big thank you. And 446 Sports for all of their support. Mr. Doug Gann and his crew do a great job with football in the Sinlaw area and moving into the north central region of high school action. So big thank you to 446 Sports.
Vandersteen in at quarterback.
Snap is back, rolling out to his right-hand side. He's going to be brought down, loss of 2 on the carry. And
2 plays left.
Yeah, I think we have 30 seconds to go in the ball game, 33 to go on the play clock. Young Tigers looking to get another play off. Snap is back. Merritt looking down the right-hand side. No one open. And he's going to throw it out of bounds. That's going to be the last play of the ball game. So I'm going to give a big thank you and shout out to our seniors one more time. Shallon Gandy, Cole Yop, Hayden Nelson. I believe I missed A.J. Lavisphere earlier. Senior outside linebacker and wide receiver for the Tigers. Tucker Johnson and Blaze Conant, all Tigers wrapping up their football career for the Tigers varsity program. Certainly poured their heart and soul into practices and games for the last several years. So wish those young men well and thank them for all that they've done for the program.
Yeah, absolutely. And, a tough loss on the road, but you still got to hang your hat on the fact that you made it to the second round of the playoffs in a season that started way behind the sticks and, concluded pretty well, as you mentioned earlier, Dudley, second in the district and had somebody kind of come up and given Manny a little bit. Logansport a little bit of a contest. We probably would have been co-champions because the game we should have had that got away for us. So overall, a pretty solid season for your Tigers. We look forward to doing it again next year.
Yep. So Tigers will wrap up 6-6 with a second-round loss on the road against the Ascension Catholic Bulldogs down in Donaldsonville. Certainly want to wish the team and fans safe travels on their way home. For Trent Friedel and Chad Methven, we'll sign off for the 2025 football season. Tigers will wrap up the year 6-6. Big thank you to everyone for tuning in. We'll see you next year.